Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love, the kindness, the support, and everything else. I appreciate every effort that you take for this channel. Thank you to my new subscribers. I haven't had any in a while, but that's okay. And thank you to those who have unsubscribed. We still appreciate you nonetheless, and I appreciate the fact that if you somehow feel like my content is not for you, I respect everyone or anyone that walks away from something that does not serve them, so I still appreciate you even if you have unsubscribed. And thank you to my viewers, thank you to my subscribers. If you have not subscribed but you do watch the channel, kindly do so. Help me get to the 1,000 subscribers. And don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment, share if you can, everything else that you can do for this video. And don't forget to switch on a notification bell. As per the title of this video, what we ate for a week, in this case, which is weekdays. We started with squash and potatoes, drizzled a little bit of oil on top with a bit of salt, and then we're going to grill that in an oven. And while that was going, I decided to start on my beans, my green beans. I've had them for 2 weeks in my fridge, and I saw one that was starting to rot, and I did not want to deal with that. And then I washed them, blanched them, and then I did it off camera because we've done it so many times in this channel. And that's how my squash and my potatoes looked. And we are going to start on the salad that we are going to have tonight, which is, we're going to start with the green beans blanched. I think we all know how to blanch the vegetables. If you don't know, kindly Google. And in my bowl there, I transferred the squash and the potatoes that just came from the oven, and added my green beans that I just blanched earlier on. And I proceeded into adding my broccoli. If you remember, in my last video, I showed where I was blanching broccoli and asparagus, and I said I was going to use them during the week. I did not freeze them, so this was a perfect timing for me to use them, or a perfect dish for me to use them. Because I wanted to create a salad. I don't always make these types of salad. They are fancy and they are expensive, but when I do crave something nice, I would make something extravagant a little bit. I added mushroom, and I drizzled a little bit of lemon in there. I added the balsamic vinegar as well. You can pretty much add anything that you like. If you have dressing, you can do that. I added light soy sauce as well. If you have dressing, especially the oil and the vinegar base, you can do that. Even the creamy one, not too much though, you can also do that. And I added my extra virgin oil in there, and chili flakes onto there. And then I proceeded into adding red wine vinegar, a teaspoon of grain mustard. I grated 2 cloves of garlic in there, and I made sure to add at least a tablespoon of mayonnaise for that creaminess into the salad. And that is all that you needed to do. We had this with a piece of chicken. I did not show you guys, but the main dish was this one. And this was a following day. We have run out of barbecue sauce that Theo makes, and unfortunately on this day he could not come to the stove, therefore I had to make a barbecue sauce. I started with half a cup and a little bit more of half a cup, and I added apple cider vinegar, I added balsamic vinegar, I added light soy sauce, I added mustard powder, paprika into there, and I mixed it together, and I proceeded into adding, what else did I add? Dark soy sauce, because it wasn't getting dark like I wanted it to, so I did add dark soy sauce, and I cooked it down a bit and then let it cool on the side, and then proceeded into making my mushroom sauce, which I'm going to add my pasta in. We have done this in a while, or for a while now, or a couple of times, so you can just see the previous videos on how we make our white sauce. So once my wings were from the oven, I just grill them with salt and oil, and then I'm going to brush the barbecue sauce that I made earlier on. You do not have to make your own barbecue sauce. I just like to use what I have in the house. You can buy it. I'm sure it's much more nicer or much more efficient, or time it will save you a lot of times. But you know me, I like experimenting, I like things. Yeah, papa. So that's what I'm doing there, brushing the barbecue sauce on top of my wings. My mushroom sauce always consists of butter, mushroom, garlic, onion, milk, and this time around I added a little bit of cream, and you season it according to how you want it. I put yellow salt or top class or aromat onto there. You can also add your black pepper if you want. I didn't. I added onion and garlic powder and some herbs, whichever one you have. I added parsley into mine, adjusted my salt, and poured my pasta in there. I had cooked it earlier. I did not rinse it with cold water, hence the clumpiness on it, but that's okay. As soon as it hit the stove, it got warmer, and then it was manageable, it was controllable, and that was all you need to do. And here is now dishing it out, which is my pasta. Basically for the day we had pasta with wings, or should I say creamy mushroom sauce pasta with barbecue wings. That's what we had on this day. This is another day. We are making jollof rice. Yes, this is my first time trying it, and I think I did okay for my first time. In my pot there, I just fried onion and I added onion paste in there, and then I added paprika into the mixture. I also added garlic as well. I did not have red onion, guys. So I blended a can of tomato with a bit of chili. I also didn't have habanero, but that was okay. And then I proceeded into adding a beef stock cube onto my pot, and I let it cook, simmer a little bit, and this is it after a few minutes of cooking. And I was nervous because I like taking chances. I was like, you know what, I'm making this, I don't have all the right ingredients, but I'm going to make it according to what I have in my cupboard. I don't believe in going out and seeking things for to just to come and try a recipe, so I washed my rice, soaked it for a few minutes, and then that was 2 cups. But as I was stirring this, I realized that I could do 3 cups, so that we can have it the following day as well. I let it cook for a few minutes and then mixed it in, and I felt like it still needed a little bit of water. Instead of using water, I took the broth from the beef that I had cooked that is gonna go with this meal and added it. And I decided that it still needed a bit of paprika and a little bit more of tomato paste. So basically I used 100 gram of tomato paste and reduced my stove quite a lot. I started with putting it on 3 and then went into 2, so that it can cook slowly and it gets fluffy. I didn't want it to be sort of sticky with each other. So yeah, while that was going, I proceeded into now deep frying my beef. I was so determined to make it the way they make it and have it the way they have it. I'm sure I fumbled along the way, but you know what? It was delicious. This is my rice. It wasn't ready here yet, but I let it cook for another 5 minutes, and now this is it cooked. The fluffiness, it's what I was looking for. I didn't want it sticking to each other. So for me to get it to this point, guys, if I wasn't married, I would be a good magoti in the Nigeria. Ne? I could cook their jollof rice perfectly well. But yeah, so that was our meal for the day. Another day came, and then we were making another rice. It was a rice mania kind of day. 2 days of rice mania. So I in my bowl there, I added paprika, turmeric, onion and garlic powder, and then I added about 2, or should I say 1.5 teaspoon of plain yogurt, and I added olive oil, and I added top class seasoning, and combined everything together, coating the drumstick really well. This was another dish that I was actually happy with. It's not my first time making it, but I think this time around it came out exactly how I wanted it. You can do this and marinate it ahead of time and leave it in your fridge or something. Guys, my pots are dark inside because sometimes I use them outside on the fire. I heard people saying they are dirty on Facebook, and you know what, I really don't care. And I grew up cooking with black 3 feet, you know pots, so other people's standards really don't bother me. So I fried my drumstick up until they are somewhat golden brown, and once I was happy with how they turned, I removed them from the pot. This is how they looked. I think they looked yummy, 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 yummy. This is actually a correct way of cooking your drumstick. Like, sometimes you don't need to boil it. Once that was out of the pot, I added my onion, my spring onion, the white part, and grated 2 cloves of garlic onto the mixture, and then added about a 2 tablespoons of water into there, just so that we can be able to scrape the bottom and let it cook a little bit. And then I added 3 chili, and I added 2 cubes of chicken stock. Stir that in, making sure that it is dissolved really well. Added 2 or a couple of bay leaves depending on your taste. Stir that in pretty well as well. I just wanted to make sure that the stock has dissolved well, and I added my 2 cups of rice, turmeric, onion powder, garlic powder, and I added thyme, and I added cumin onto the pot. Stir that in. Put the drumstick, 4, I had made 8, I put 4, mixed it with the rice, adjusted my seasoning, poured in enough water onto the pot once again, and put the remaining 4 drumsticks on top, and I closed it, let it simmer on low heat 3. If you feel like it's getting burnt, you can also reduce the heat. This is it. After a couple of minutes, I felt like I needed to put more water. I did let it cook, and this is how it looks. It was yummy, 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 yummy. You guys should try it. And it was fluffy. If there's anything that I love, if I'm making a rice dish, I want my rice to still be fluffy. Once that was done, I was happy with the rice. I proceeded into adding my peas, frozen peas. I wanted to add them last because I just want them to steam for a couple of minutes. I love the color. I didn't want them to be overcooked. I didn't want them changing the color. I wanted them to remain, for the color to remain intact, and it did. And it somehow made my dish pop. Look at that color. Look at that color, guys. Look at it. The color of the rice, the color of the drumstick, a little bit of chili there, the peas, they are bright green. Oh my God, this dish really, 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 really came well the way I wanted it. And we are on another day, our last dish for this week. I was preparing my cabbage to slice it and make coleslaw. I saw on TikTok they are calling it the coloso. How did we get to the point where we call it coloso? I don't understand, or I'm not getting the joke or something. I don't know. But this is where we are, and I was slicing that. So yeah, that's what I was making, and then I added a couple of carrots there. So we know how to make coloso, guys. thank you so much for watching. This is our last meal for the day. I had cooked mashed potatoes on the side, and then in my wok here it is mushrooms. Added a little bit of salt and added one onion sliced, not in any way particular. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love, the kindness, the support, and everything else. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. These are the green beans that I blanched the other day when I was making the salad, and then seasoning of your choice, and I just added a little bit of soy sauce into the pan, and that's it. We had that with King Clip. That was our dinner for the week, the last dinner for the week. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you will return on our next video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. I truly appreciate the love. Yes guys, I cook my potatoes with skin. I love them. I don't know why, but I just love them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you on my next video. Bye.